Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
K-pop news. Baby Monster flopped. Aespa Giselle Can't Dance.
ooh,
BTS Jimin weight drama.
what?
Plus BTS Queerbaiting.
Mm, this is
Let's
a
get
good
into this. Yeah, the
title.
title is good. Baby Monster hot sauce drama. Let's see what people got to say about this. You guys saw our reaction. If you haven't, check it out.
So, Baby Monster just dropped their new song, Hot Sauce, on July 1st, and OMG. The fandom is not okay. But in true K-pop fashion, they're fighting each other more than the company. So here's what went down. Leading up to this, Baby Monster teased Hot Sauce on their X account. The hype? Immaculate. Everyone was expecting a banger summer anthem. Something spicy, something fresh, maybe a little bit messy, but in a fun way. But the moment the MV hit YouTube, it split the timeline like Moses parted the Red Sea. Some fans came out swinging, calling it one of the worst releases of the year. Like, damn, not even a soft, maybe it's not my taste, they said.
But I don't think this is like a Baby Monster fans though, because she's saying fan base was split, so that implies that the people that are actual fans of Baby Monster did not like the song. This page is just K-pop memes, so they just parody account. It says right there they're just posting random shit to get clout. I mean,
I want to see what actual fans can
I
say.
yeah right, because I didn't think the song was good
Mm.
personally, but
But
you
we're not
know.
being malicious when we say that. Like, we're
You're
not saying
right.
this
I
for
don't. I
clout.
wouldn't go worst release of the year. I don't think it
Yeah.
was that bad. No, I feel like it missed the mark a little bit. I think we talked about it in Card's reaction today, because Card kind of suffered from the same thing. I think the miss was they took an old school sound and they left it old school. Like I feel why 80s Lemon Drop was such a banger, because they took old school. Well, 2000, 2011, 2012. That's not even old school, but they took like older sound, they sampled it, but they made it 2025 version, and it banged. Number 69 on Billboard. This card song, One Hose, that Backstreet Boys type of song, they took the old sound and they left it. They didn't modernize it, and I feel that's what Baby Monster suffered from. They just took that old school sound and they didn't change
Yeah.
any. They left like a
It sounds
salt.
like it's stuck in the
Yeah, it's
past.
like
Like,
salt and peppers here, we're listening to Salt and Pepper. So like, why would I go listen to a knockoff Salt and Pepper when I actually have a bangers from Salt and Pepper that I can go listen to? That's all it
cause
is.
what I feel like is like when you pick such an old sound, it's gonna stay stuck. Like no one's gonna listen to it nowadays. Only when they want to feel like going back to do a throwback. Even with the older artists like for Salt and Pepper and those who do the millennial tour, it's always gonna be that tour that's like a throwback stuck in the past tour. It's not something recent and fresh, because what a lot of artists fail to do is making sure the sound sounds current, that it can play on radio consistently every day and not just on throwback Thursday. If people want to vibe out to this, what other songs that you're going to put on a playlist that's going to give you this vibe? It's going to be anything that's going to be on the throwback category. It's not going to be a today category.
The thing with old school music, it the reason why we listen to it is of the nostalgia factor. Where were you at that in time? What were you doing
Mm-hmm.
that have memories that you listen to that song, and you every time you hear it you go
Mm-hmm.
back to those times, and good times usually.
Mm-hmm.
With this, I have no memories with this song. Why
Unless
would I go
people
back? But what?
unless the group want to bring back this style and say, okay, this is the sound that we're going
That's
for.
cool, but they
This
have
is
to
us as a group.
modernize it.
Because this is like, what's that group? The
Card we just reacted to? No.
no, it's that all girl group that does hip hop, and they like to use
Flow?
the no,
What
the
group?
one that's gimmicky.
Oh, Young Posse?
Mm-hmm. Unless this is gonna be their vibe, then okay, I get it. But you see how the success of Young Posse is not moving too much. This didn't give too much Baby Monster at all. Like they're
Yeah.
not gonna stick to this type of vibe.
Worst releases of the year. Like,
I
damn,
feel like
not even a
this is like something YG he really wanted to put out personally. Like he likes that sound and he wants to hear that again.
No, I like, but the things I like that sound too,
It's not gonna
but
stay. It's
this
not
to
gonna
me,
stay on the
what
radio.
this gave us was a knockoff of the true original
I don't
sound.
think the fan base is gonna want to hear more of this sound.
soft, maybe it's not my taste, they said. Roadie. One fan was begging the universe. A mess. Somebody save Asa from this group. Like, justice for Asa, I guess? Another was like,
She did slay it. She was the one who
She
slayed.
was the
Her and
standout.
Aeon
She
for me.
ate Nah, it was Asa. Asa all day. The Ace, she won this. She slayed this. She was able to shine. Um, I felt like this vibe would have fit better as a solo for Asa, not the other girls. And it would have been more believable because then I can see other sounds that she would incorporate in her solo track album. But as a group, this is not Baby Monster.
YG ruining Baby Monster's talent. The white ass background. The song. Fucks you, YG. Go to hell. Okay, not holding back. Who gave them a mic? And others were just straight up disappointed about the lack of promo. Like, did they really just drop this out of nowhere with no build up? Even my notifications were confused. But wait, the story doesn't end with the haters. Because guess what? A whole army of Baby Monster defenders pulled up with receipts. They clap back with, K-pop stans, you're miserable. This is peak. And honestly, I kinda agree. They wanted something fun for summer. Something you can scream to at a pool party. And that's literally what Hot Sauce is. It's goofy, bouncy, maybe a bit chaotic. But isn't that the point? Not every song needs to be a deep, dark revenge concept. In a neon box.
And I said this in card reaction. I think sounds like that, those old school sound, might hit with the younger people that were not around for that sound. For us that we were there for that sound, I would go listen to the original before I go listen to like a copy of it. Like there's just no reason for me to go listen to this when if I feel in that mood, I'm gonna go back to the 90s hip hop and listen to that.
Set with a $2 million budget. Sometimes
Now, if you don't know 90s hip hop, if you're not exposed to it and this is your first exposure to it, you might vibe with it. But if you do, if you grew up around it, you listen to it in the 90s and the 2000s, there's no reason to stream this.
you just need a vibe, and Baby Monster gave us one. So, here's my take. Yes, maybe the MV background looked like it was filmed in my dentist's waiting room. I'll give you that. But the girls ate what they could with what they were given. YG, do better with the promo. But the song, it's a grower. Watch it blow up on TikTok with a cute little hot sauce challenge. Mark my words. So, whether you're such a team slay sauce or such a team stay mad, let's keep it real. Baby Monster are out here trying new flavors. And sometimes, spicy is better than bland. Anyway, tell me, did hot sauce slap or flop for you? Drop your takes in the comments. Fight respectfully. And don't forget to hit that subscribe. Because I'm
Hot
cooking up
Sauce
more messy
made me
K-pop news for
excited
ya.
to see Asa's solo work.
Aespa Giselle track for Dirty Work Dance. Fans call it her worst.
Aespa just dropped their new single, Dirty Work. And while the song itself is climbing charts and snatching wigs left and right, the choreography is, well, let's just say it's working overtime to start a war. International fans did not hold back when the dance practice video went viral. One fan nuked the comments section with, Choreo already bad, and these girls are still not in sync. Yes, I am talking about you, Giselle. Another added salt to the open wound. And when even the members who are skilled in dance look awkward, you know Giselle is doomed. And the harshest one, Choreo is ugly as F, but Giselle F, up easy choreo like this, is just so funny, Miss Girl. Can't F dance to save her life. Ouch. Send prayers and dance lessons, I guess. But hold up. Some fans said it's not just Giselle. One brave soul fired back. Who created this ass dance? Cause trust me, Giselle isn't the only problem here. All of them are shit. So who's to blame? Giselle's two left feet. The choreographer who clocked out halfway. Or maybe both. Fans will find out soon, when Aespa hits music shows. To perform this,
Dick's epic 4th of July sale is on. Take 20% off bog bags and igloo coolers, 25% off Stanley drinkware, 200.
What can I say about the
live.
moves? It's
In my
not like
opinion.
innovative. I do think the choreo from whoever decided what the routine should be was a little bit lazy. I felt like the choreo could have gone in a little bit more and have more of a signature. But when I think of Aespa, I'm not thinking like they're dancers. I feel like when I listen to Aespa, watch Aespa, it's to catch a vibe. Really, they're gonna do cool arm movements, and cute little leg movements. But are they gonna bust and drop a move? That's not the group that I'm referencing to drop a good move.
Okay, now here's my personal spicy take. Honestly, Giselle looks fine. Like, I've seen groups dance, like
I
they're
think so
performing to
too.
2 different songs in 2 different dimensions. Compared
Ooh,
to
this
that,
is bad.
she's
What is
practically
this?
NCT Dream level synchronized. Yes, the choreo itself does look goofy. Put a clown song over it and you'll think they're rehearsing for a kid's party. But the hate for her specifically? Chill. She was never Lisa level. But y'all acting like she's got cement blocks tied to her ankles. Be serious. So if you're gonna drag someone, maybe drag the choreo, the company, or your own expectations. Until then, let the girl do her dirty work. What do you think? Is Giselle the problem? Or is the dance just straight up cursed? Drop your hot takes below. And don't forget
This is
to
their
like,
signature. They
sub,
love that arm up and down. the legs, little quick little movements, but that's them.
Yeah, I don't got much to say. I didn't notice her being worse than any others. I just did not like the song, period, so I don't really care about the choreo.
And come back for more K-pop tea, served with zero filter.
didn't mind this.
See ya.
Is this too much? Rookie Idol's bra outfit sparks heated debate.
Okay, so buckle up because K-pop's love affair with bra fashion is back. And this time, people are fighting in the comments. So, the rookie girl group Baby, Don't Cry, yes, that's the name,
Y'all know what
recently
they're
hit
doing.
Studio Tune to perform their song F-Girl. Already iconic, or already controversial? Well,
Wow.
both. One member, Yihyun, rocked what netizens are calling a pointed bra top.
Let's see the look.
Think Madonna, in the 80s but Gen Z,
Yup.
K-pop, and possibly on TikTok later. So what did K-netizens do? Exactly what you'd expect. They lost their collective minds. Some were big mad. They're just kids. This really
That's the group. The group is doing this for the clout. Under
B Nation.
no,
Under what?
under what's her name?
Oh, Soyeon?
Soyeon, under Soyeon's supervision.
makes me want to curse.
So are you saying Soyeon the pimp?
Was this? Yep. She's
One
the
called it
madam.
the next underboob
Uh,
top trend.
grand
It's true.
madam.
The vibe
B.I.M.P..
is strong, but not everyone was clutching their pearls. Some came swinging with facts only. Stop being so damn offended all the time. She's 20, Korean age, and an adult.
Oh,
Okay,
well, if she's
then let her
20,
go
then there
off.
is no problem whatsoever. I thought
Yeah.
she was underage.
Then let her go off. This is her Madonna moment.
No problem.
I
for
do think that's
20.
what that group is kind of going for.
I
The
thought she was
provoking part. The thing
underage.
is why they get like carded every time is like because they have a young member, so every time it's gonna get a flag. They say which
Yeah,
one is
but-
doing that? Who has it on?
Yeah, but if a 20-year-old is doing that, there's no issue.
Yeah, but just because there's like one that's young, it's always automatic.
No,
gonna
I
flag the group.
understand as crazy as question marks because of that one girl, but if it's not that girl, if it's a grown woman doing it, whatever.
Say it louder for the moral police in the back. And honestly, my fave comment, a woman dresses her, and women are the ones criticizing. As expected, women are women's worst enemies.
Yeah, I think, like, especially in Korea, women are conservative, so it's just jealous they can't go out wearing that. I think that's what it is, jealousy.
Ooh, the self-burn is real. One person summed it up perfectly. It's just noise marketing. Don't give it attention. Well, here we are giving it
Yeah.
attention. But
That
that's our
is
job.
noise
So
marketing,
please click
yes.
subscribe. Okay, thanks, bye. Look, Idol's fashion will always be divisive. Mine is in sexy outfits. Valid concern. An adult wearing an edgy top. Not the apocalypse people. What do you think? Is K-pop's bra fashion fresh and fierce? Or too much for rookies?
When people ask me what I do, I can never choose just one thing to describe
But
myself. I'm a YouTube
one
creator,
thing
obviously.
I wasn't
I'm gonna-
expecting that. I was expecting something else, so I like that it was a little bit different.
Are BTS queerbaiting? Fans hit back at ridiculous.
You're supposed to ask me what kind of bra look I was expecting.
What kind of
Bro,
bra
that's the
look were you
follow-up
expecting?
question.
What
I
do
was expecting that she wore like an undershirt, and on top of that undershirt, she was gonna wear a bra. That is what I was expecting. You never seen that look before? I've seen it before.
Seen it
That's
like
the
once,
common-
but
Huh?
seen it like once, but it's stupid. Why would anyone
No,
wear
it's
that?
a look. It's a look. It's a vibe.
No, it's not.
Before heading off to the military, Jungkook and Jimin filmed a travel reality series called Are You Sure? You probably remember it. Chill vibes, food trips, iconic chaotic moments. Now, with both
Aw.
officially discharged, rumors popped up about a possible sequel. Naturally, armies were excited to see the two traveling together again. But out of nowhere, some corners of the internet decided to make it messy when tweets started hinting that Are You Sure? Season 2 was in the works. A handful of posts went viral, calling it unnecessary fan service. Or worse,
So what does that have to do
Queerbaiting.
with queerbaiting?
one user even joked. Their fan service is willed lol. I just know it's going to be hilarious when they're both married, W kids, and still haunted by the shippers they fed. Another comment called them out for 11 years into their career and still doing fan service queerbaiting show. Crazy as hell. And of course, there was that one dramatic take. Nobody is watching this mess. But the twist,
Oof.
most actual armies did
That's
not
a
agree at
parody
all.
account.
Instead, they pushed
Don't
back.
fall for
And-
it. It's a parody account.
I don't understand what is queerbaiting about this show. Just because they're doing a show together, that's queerbaiting, or are they like,
hard.
I don't know.
One fan clapped back with, "Why would a BTS member need to queerbait? Seriously. UMFS will always be making your own narrative."
Yeah, it does seem like BTS got a lot of hate. Like, while they were in the military, we didn't really get BTS news. But since they all came out, now
Yeah,
it's like
this is
every
so odd
day
for
it's
us. Every day hearing
BTS this,
something like,
BTS
oh my
that,
gosh.
and it's like,
Oof.
Most of it doesn't make any sense. Like you
Yeah.
saw,
No, but mind you, it's coming from a parody account, so they just want attention. So you
yeah,
just don't give
because
to it.
I
Don't
I
feed
mean, I
it.
understand if you know, like the actual news
Goodbye.
was when the sugar, fell off the scooter. Okay, that's news. That's something to talk about. But the stuff we've been talking for the past couple of days is like, well, what are we talking about? Oh, Jungkook doing fan service. Uh, this queer, like, what are we talking about here? I'm confused.
Just to feed y'all's hatred. Get a life. Others pointed out the obvious. BTS members are friends. They've lived and worked together for over a decade. Why wouldn't they travel together for content? One fan summed it up
What is
perfectly.
queer about it? I
Please
don't
go out and make
understand.
some friends. Because what do you mean a travel reality show triggers you so much you started calling it fan service? I mean, these two literally enlisted together, and it's still fan service. So what's really happening here?
Like, at least the fan service part, okay, I get that. You guys explained to me what it was. I understand, what fans, but what's it have to do with queer baiting here?
Fact 1. No official confirmation yet from Big Hit Music. But the rumors are strong. Fact 2. The original show is just about two bandmates exploring, not romantic fan fiction. Fact 3. ARMYs overwhelmingly want more. Not just for the shipping, but for the real life bond, chaotic energy, and memories. It's pretty clear that while a few random takes went viral, most fans are excited to see Jimin and Jungkook just being themselves again. The backlash says more about how people twist idol friendships into drama than about what BTS actually does. At the end of the day, it's two grown men traveling the world and filming it for their fans. And honestly, who doesn't want that kind of wholesome chaotic content back on our screens? Anyway, let's see if Big Hit confirms the second season soon. Meanwhile, stay pressed if you want, but ARMYs will be here, supporting like always. Drop your thoughts below. Are you excited for Are You Sure 2.0? Or do you think the internet is doing too much again? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, stay hydrated and keep streaming BTS.
Yeah, I don't understand. What, so two grown men cannot go on a trip together? It's like, what? Is the society so homophobic that two guys can't, like, be friends? Like, what? I don't know. I'll really lose weight. BTS Jimin's comment sparks fan concern.
So today we're diving deep into something that honestly broke a lot of hearts during BTS's surprise OT7 live on Weverse. Yup, all 7 members together, again for the first time since enlistment. It was iconic, it was chaotic, it was healing, but it also ended with a moment that has fans yelling, "Stop right now, Jimin," all over the timeline. Alright, here's exactly what happened. Near the end of the live, as the boys were wrapping up and giggling like the chaotic brothers they are, Jimin suddenly dropped a line that made ARMY collectively clutch our pearls. He said, "I'll really lose weight." And if you know Jimin's history with body image, you know that hit different. Immediately Suga, the blunt but soft-hearted Hyung, swooped in with the big brother energy. He told him, "You don't have to say, we know you'll get it done." In Yoongi language, that basically means, "Stop worrying, you're fine, you always handle it." But fans were not
Yeah.
okay with this, because for years, ARMYs have known that Jimin puts so much pressure on himself to look a certain way. He's talked before about surviving on almost no food during the blood, sweat and tears era. Like literally just one meal a day, just to meet insane beauty standards. And while we all love a healthy comeback glow up, the words, "I'll really lose weight," hit differently when you remember how hard he's been on himself. And that wasn't the only
Look how
moment.
they
The
focus
two
on
were
it like
chatting about
that.
getting back in shape post-ARMY. And Jimin literally reached over to poke Yoongi's belly, and then poked his own. The fact that he checked himself after Yoongi, that hit ARMYs right in the protective mom-friend feels. And the fandom reaction. 10-10, wholesome chaos. Here's what fans are saying. At the end of the live, Jimin said, "I'll really lose weight," but Yoongi immediately noticed and reassured him. Can someone please tell Jimin he does not need to lose weight? Not Jimin, ending the live with "I'll really lose weight." Stop it. Oh my Yoongi, always paying attention and reassuring panties. And can Jimin stop about losing weight? Baby, you look pretty, as Efsin as it is. His happiness matters the most. Like, ARMYs are basically ready to throw hands with Jimin's negative self-talk.
I mean, you guys say his happiness matters the most, but maybe his happiness comes from him being in shape. Have you ever thought about that?
No, but imagine it is kind of hard to hear someone just eating one meal a day.
I mean, that's not the way to lose weight, but the fact that the guy wants to get in shape and lose weight, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. I
No,
I
but
support that
hearing
completely.
someone saying they have one meal a day is
Well, that means you need to hire a new nutritionist. That's not the way to lose weight, but the fact that he wants to get in shape again, I don't have a problem with that. I think if that's what makes him happy, he should do that.
yeah, it just sounds off-putting. If he had said like something that's, people go, "Oh, that's fair and reasonable," but to hear like, "Okay, you're only gonna have one meal,"
Right. No,
everyone turns into like a mom online.
I
and say, "Oh,
agree
no,
he should
I
hire a
need
new
more."
nutritionist
Yeah.
because you don't need to be eating one meal a day for that. But If he wants to lose weight, I don't think there's people should like, oh, you don't need to lose weight. Like if the guy wants to lose weight.
Missing the point.
No, I'm not missing the point. He
You
wants
know,
to lose weight. We're
I said
making a
it in
big deal.
English. Hold on. I said he just said what
I
bothers
did say that
people
they need
is
to
he
hire new
eating
nutritionists. I said that
one meal
already.
a day.
Right, and I said he needs to hire new nutritionists. I agree. But we shouldn't just because he wants to lose weight. There's nothing wrong with
That
that.
in itself is not the issue. It's just people are concerned that he's eating.
So
one meal a day.
instead of people saying, "Oh, don't lose weight," they should say hire new nutritionists.
Talk. And honestly,
Well, the
same.
reason why they said that is because it sounds so extreme when you're eating one meal a
He
day.
didn't say he's gonna go eat one meal a day. Where are you pulling that from?
Well, because what they said,
That
referring
was
to
back
his
in the
blood, sweat,
day.
and tears.
That was 10 years ago.
The people
Society
remember. No, but
evolved.
no. But it's not like the fans don't know that what he's willing to do, what it takes. So they're trying to say,
That's
oh, it's
what-
not that deep. It's not serious.
For him, it is. You completely
Yes,
dismissing
no,
how
no,
he feels.
Yeah, no, but you have to understand the perspective of the people just trying to care. Like,
But the
it's
people have to
okay.
understand his perspective. He wants to do this. This is not somebody's forcing him to do. In his mind, he don't feel good about himself. He wants to feel good. To do that, he needs to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
lose weight. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but people are naturally sometimes you don't see yourself. People, reassuring him that if you're concerned of what you look like now, you look fine. And
But he don't
even
look
Sugar,
fine.
even Sugar said, "Okay, you will know you get them because we just finished service, so everyone understand that your whole schedule, your whole regimen changed, and you'll be back to how you were before. Just don't stress about it. It's just like the whole stress, like, oh man, I gotta get back to how I was before to get back into this game, or the people won't accept me. Everyone understand this stress, but they're trying to remind him, chill. You're a normal person. It's not that deep, not that serious. So he doesn't have to put all that pressure
But
on him.
again, to him, it is that serious. We can't dismiss how he's feeling about it. If that's his goal, we can't just say, "Oh, you don't need to do it." No, we need to support him in doing that and maybe advise on better ways to do that. But not just say
you're
you
not
don't
saying
need to
no,
do
no,
that.
no, no. But you're not saying as support as saying like, okay, you don't look crazy right now.
No, nobody's saying he looks crazy. He just wants to get leaner, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So let's break this down. First, it's normal for idols to want to get back in shape after time away. Totally fine. They're dancers. They've got long tours coming. They want to feel strong and fit. Second, there's nothing wrong with losing weight if you want to, safely, for your own health. But rapid weight loss, crash dieting, hating your own body, that's a big nope. That's the toxic.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I
That's
said.
what
I
I'm
said he needs
saying.
to hire
Yeah.
new nutritionists.
Yeah, but
That's
you're
what I
like,
said.
you're not you're not seeing the slight issue of what he is also saying.
He's not saying why are we putting words in his? He never said he's gonna go on a crash diet. He's gonna eat 50 calories a day. He never said that.
Okay, but you have
Like,
to pick
why
up.
are we acting
No,
like he
'cause
did?
no, because pick up the little things. What he did, he poked Sugar's stomach.
Yeah, he
then
feels
then
fat.
Then he checked himself.
Yes, he feels fat.
And then he looks sad.
Yeah, he feels fat about himself because he don't feel he looks good. For him to do that, he needs to lose weight. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say there's anything wrong. It's just like for everyone is explaining you don't have to crash diet.
But he didn't say he's going to crash diet.
They know
Why are we
from-
putting
'cause
words in
we
his
know
mouth?
what happened in the past, so everyone's
So
like,
you're saying he hasn't
sensitive.
grown as a person? He hasn't learned his mistakes? We're saying he's
the
left in
fact that no,
2014?
because you see some habits that you recognize that pattern. You when someone is picking at themselves like that,
Okay,
it's
so
like
so what?
you want to reassure. That's why Sugar knows. Okay, to reassure him, to be like, it's okay.
Okay.
You'll get it done.
Okay,
get
but
done.
what I'm saying is the fans, instead of saying, "Oh, don't do this," they should be like, "Okay, hire a better nutritionist," because clearly the way he was doing before, it was not the way to
Because
do it.
I think they're concerned for the worst. Like, oh, they don't want him to like have to suffer.
Right,
to get
and
to
I
where
don't think he
wants.
should eat one meal a day. That doesn't make no sense. But there's proper protocols to lose weight that as a normal person without starvation. I understand like Korea is very backwards when it comes to that, but he just needs to hire a good nutritionist, good personal trainer, and he get the weight off without too much hassle, and he's gonna be healthy.
Part. And that's what armies want Jimin to protect himself from. It's wild how someone so beautiful, so adored, so literally perfect in fans' eyes, can still feel that pressure
Yeah.
to shrink himself. It's a reminder that no amount of fame protects you from insecurities, and the love for Yoongi in this situation, sky high. Because Yoongi didn't just brush it off. He noticed immediately. He reassured Jimin. He didn't let it slide. And that tiny interaction shows why BTS's bond is unbreakable. They
Yeah,
really watch
he
out
has
for
a
each
good
other
support.
in ways we don't even see half the time. So here's the real takeaway for ARMY. And honestly, for all of us watching from our screens, all bodies are beautiful. It's okay to want to feel healthier. It's not okay to punish yourself to fit impossible standards, and you never need to shrink yourself to be loved. And to you, watching right now, please remember that if someone as adored as Jimin can struggle with body image, it means you're not alone if you struggle too.
Yeah.
Be kind to yourself. Eat that snack. You're more than enough. All right, fam. What did you think about this moment? Did you catch the live? How did you feel when he said it?
I don't agree with that. Some people do not need to be eating their snacks.
What?
No, she said, "Oh, eat that snack." No, some of y'all might want to put that snack down.
Listen, you're missing the point.
I got the
is
point.
that This is talking about in extremes. If
No,
the
of course it
person-
shouldn't be
if the
extreme. I agree
person
with that. I agree
is
it shouldn't be
starving,
extreme.
eat the snack.
Well, if you're starving, of course, but if you're 300 pounds, put that snack down.
She's not. They're definitely
No,
not talking about that.
well, she said to the viewers,
Mhm.
not about BTS.
How many of the viewers are 300 pounds?
I don't know.
It's just that what we're doing is kind of making it like a general statement. Like, if you're feeling hungry,
I
eat
think
the
there
snack.
is a problem.
Don't feel like you can have you denying stuff of the snack, or you eating the snack in itself is gonna be wrong.
I think there's a problem in society with normalizing people being fat nowadays. Like the whole Lizzo thing. It's like we should not normalize it. We should say, okay, certain weight is not good for your health. This is not even about the way
Okay,
you
but
look.
that's
It's about your health.
but
We're not talking about BTS right now.
no,
BTS,
I
they're in
understand.
shape. There's
No,
nothing.
but
I'm just
yeah,
saying
but
in
at
general.
that point we were talking about BTS, right? But you're
No,
like
about the
saying, oh no,
fans.
let him, no.
No, she was talking about the fans. Eat the snack to the
Okay,
fans.
okay. So
And I'm
bring
saying,
it to the
let's
fans.
not normalize this. Oh, that it's okay to be fat. It's not. That's a problem.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's also a personal choice. It's not you policing.
It is personal choices, but we shouldn't encourage it. It's like how the government has like a sugar tax. You try to discourage kids and
Yeah, but at the
each
end of the
from
day,
eating
it's still
sugar.
a choice.
Right? Yes, but we try to discourage. So I'm saying we should try to discourage being fat too. Like I don't think we
So
should.
would you rather
We
people
shouldn't
go hungry?
empower.
So we should support hunger. If in itself it means that people will be
If
skinnier.
you 300 pounds, you have plenty of fuel in your stomach to run for a month without no food. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's not like a lot of the population, I would say.
You'd be surprised.
But still, it's at the end of the day, it's still personal choice. If that's how
I
they want
agree.
to live their life, they
Same.
should be
So
able
is
to.
smoking, but we are discouraging it. So this is
The discouraging is like we have the label, the fact. the
Yeah,
nutrition,
no.
and we do that with food too.
Yes, and that's my point. I'm not saying I'm saying I don't. Obviously, people have their choice. If they want to be unhealthy, that's up to them. No, we can't tell them what to do. But I'm saying we shouldn't try to normalize it.
Well, you shouldn't normalize saying people should just go hungry. It's all at the end choice. It's just people are, at the end of the day just say just sustain yourself, and that's all you can do. And from there, people can make their own choices. But man, whew. Guys, of course, eat the snack. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.